Oh, hello there. Welcome. Today, Cloud, Smoke, Raven, and we're going to be talking about a couple of video games that are out: Lord of the Rings, uh, The War for Rohirrim. I can never pronounce that right. Cloud,
Rohirrim?
Rohirrim. Thank you. We're going to be
Rohirrim.
Rohirrim.
Fucking hell.
Hi,
I wonder if
Steve.
he's taking us
Oh,
up.
Hi, Renzi.
Rohan!
Welcome to the stream. We're also going to be talking about the return to Moria. We're going to be talking about Mufasa, Kraven, Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I think we got our work cut out for us. But to start off, when is too early to start your holiday gear up? I say it's never too early. You're in that holiday feel, get going. Now, most will say
Not really.
December 2nd, 3rd.
Let me correct you. In my opinion, it's too early to start holiday things.
See,
Holiday season, in my opinion.
this is
Holiday season is starting December 1st, not any day earlier.
well, it's December
Well,
2nd now.
depending if someone's birthday is on December
So
1st.
we wish
it-
you a Merry Christmas, sweet.
Oh, shut up.
Oh,
I can't say anything. My Christmas decks are up today, so
right.
I'm done.
I'm
I feel like it was just to get it out of the way more than anything. Once it's done, it's done.
well. If it isn't The Simpsons at home, Mr. Boyle and Mash'em stick 'em with the stew, Rick and Morty's bird person, and Toy Story's all grown up, Sid.
Who's who?
I think that's a
Who's
pretty.
who? No, aye, but wait a minute. Who's who, Sethy?
Which one are you? We all know which one you are, though, don't we, Smoke?
No, I
You
don't.
potato head over there.
No, what, you see, if it isn't the Simpsons auto, right?
Oh, come on. Come on,
Right,
man.
so
We know
right,
who Otto.
Otto's obviously chronic, right?
My name is
Mr.
Otto. I like to get flatto.
Boil them, mash them, sticking
Well,
them in a
that's
stew, right? Who's
I
Yeah,
wonder who
who's
that
who?
is.
I think
See, I would
Chronicles is
probably say
Ocho.
aye, Chronic's Otto,
I'm
right?
Gollum. No doubt.
I would say nah, it's not I wouldn't say Gollum that way. I'd probably say you're more Toy Story Sid.
How am I, Sid?
Nah, you look way more like Sid, Smoke. Sorry.
Nah, Sid's get hair. I've no.
Yeah, not on your head or your face.
Is that Smoke would be the seed?
I don't give a fuck. I
From
don't
the
give a
Toy
fuck. I
Stories.
don't give a fuck. Sid's get hair in his head.
How do you know? You only saw him as a kid. He might be bald as a coot by now, just like you.
Because it's fucking deep, as we know from now that way
well,
through.
Seffi has cleared it up and he has settled it. Sorry, clown.
Yeah,
Oh.
see? Fuck you. Clown Sid.
I want him banned, timed out, something. I'm not into that shit. How the fuck are you gonna put the Joker and Sid in the same fucking sentence?
Well, they're both a little bit
It doesn't
nuts.
work.
So, for me, it's 12 days. The 12 days of Christmas. So that way, my countdown to Christmas starts the 12 days before Christmas.
Smoke
Really,
is
that's-
it
You
okay.
can't fucking afford Christmas any time of the year, so 12 days or not, you're fucked.
Dude, man, I got most of my Christmas shopping done.
Oh, I'm done. Well, I say I'm done.
I got the main
Five.
stuff. All I got to do is
I've
get a
got
couple little small little stocking stuffer kind of things here and there, you know, just to
I've
plug
got
things up.
eight main gifts left to buy, and then I'm done.
Oh, I got the main gifts done.
No, bought nothing yet.
That
See,
whole
I rest
stint,
my case.
that whole stint I did, like one of the main reasons why I didn't like really stream Sunday or do anything Sunday, and Monday before the stream, I went Christmas shopping, dude. Hi, French fries.
I know.
Oh,
We've never known someone to go Christmas shopping. In general, I already know what I'm getting before I go Christmas shopping. You, on the other hand, seem to go and window shop because you were gone for hours.
Hey, man, got to get stuff certain and exactly the way I want it. I'm a stickler.
I'm a
You
bit
said
like
you
you
were going
that way.
Christmas shopping, not to the fucking strip club.
I don't have a fucking. To be honest, I don't have a clue what to pick up for like my nephews and it.
Funko Pop.
Oh,
Mm.
I've already got
Uh,
money sent
as for
to
me, I have
get
not
stuff.
yet gone because in our family we're at the moment that my parents don't want anything or my grandparents don't want anything. I'm like, okay. I try to still figure out what they would need because we are like,
Get your grandfather a good pair of socks and a bottle of rum.
yeah, that was the idea, but yeah, it's
I recommend Canadian
he
Club
just
whiskey
bought a
if he
bottle
doesn't
of
like
rum
rum.
just a few days ago,
That'll be
so
gone by
okay,
Christmas.
that's no go. But yeah, it's really hard to even think anything what you might want to get for your grandparents or so.
See, I'm alright. Yeah, I don't need like my mum. I don't normally want anything for Christmas that way. They just say to me, focus on like my nephews and all that.
That's right, Seth.
So
Just get
don't
fucking
get me wrong.
Raz a
I
few
do
more
like
things to
to
get rid of your body.
try and get my mum at something, but it's like again, I struggle to try and figure out, like, try to think of things that is what people would need.
Funny thing
I
is,
already
Chronic,
told
that
you
I
what
was
you can
thinking
get
pretty
yourself.
much the same thing. What you just said.
And what would that be?
Oh,
I told you
Sefi
last
said
night.
in
I'm not
chat.
saying it live on stream. You ain't not doing me that way. And
Oh
if
no.
your mum or dad ever come across this stream, I am never going to be allowed to enter Scotland in my life.
I mean, I can give you smoke. I can give you some ideas.
Try
I don't
it.
mind. I'll probably never get
Try
to
it.
Scotland, as the
No,
McLeods have banned me. But
no,
I can give you some ideas what to get your folks for Christmas. I mean,
No,
I tell you what, get your mom a box of chocolates and a dildo. That way, if she don't like the chocolate, she can go fuck herself. I'm
leave?
sorry, Miss Smoke Senior. I do
Can you
apologize. I would never actually tell you that. I'm just
So
telling
not
Smoke.
only did he tell him to buy his own mum a dildo, but then called her Mrs. Smoke as well. Rah.
Miss Smoke
That is
Senior.
one
Miss
close
Smoke
family
Senior.
connection.
Miss Smoke Senior. He's baby Smoke from the
like
family Smoke.
he's literally just like says, "Nah, I'm done. I'm done."
I thought you were
There's-
done
there's
like
no
4
comeback.
streams ago when I said I was gonna fuck a dragon.
No, what you just says about me there is completely different from what you do about you fucking a
I'm not gonna
dragon.
lie. If anything, you're lucky that he doesn't have a bathtub in his bathroom anymore. Otherwise, he would be on his way to get the toaster right now.
You're lucky I'm not anywhere near you. You would
Oh.
just be seeing a fucking Superman cut punch coming right through your fucking
Oh,
camera.
come on. You know I deserve better than a Superman punch for that. I deserve at least a fucking drop kick.
It's Sparta!
Exactly.
Depending on
right here. Break my fucking ribs.
Depending.
You know I
depending
was
on
just
how I
kidding around,
feel,
buddy, and I love you. Come on.
Thing is,
Come
it smokes
on.
that short. If he tried to do this is Sparta to you, you're getting it straight in the nuts, not the chest. He's not
Well,
that tall.
after that last
No,
joke, I probably
I'm
deserve it.
I'm about the exact same height as Chronic.
5'11 and a half, 6 foot ish.
Well, 5'10". I know, so
I put on my work boots, dude. I'm 6'1". So,
Even the missus would have told you an inch makes a lot of difference.
well, this is true. But now, in all honesty, jokes and insults aside, I do think that you should get your mom something nice, like an actual box of chocolates and something nice. You can never go wrong with chocolates. In all honesty, a proper box of chocolates and something proper nice. Like, does your mom do crafts or anything like that, like crochet, or is she artsy or anything like that?
Well,
She used to
according
be-
to you, a second ago, she was doing OnlyFans. So
Nah,
you
come
tell
on. I'm
us.
just an asshole. I'm just
Years
an
ago-
asshole
years-
running my mouth. I don't actually mean
Years
any of that
ago,
stuff.
like years ago when she was younger, she used to do it. She used to draw and shit like that, but she's no. As she's got older, she's no. She doesn't really do much of that.
Well, what does she do?
but-
Keep an eye out and just what does she do,
no,
dude?
as I
Just-
say, I know I've got ideas for
Okay.
certain people, but it's one of them.
Get her and your dad a nice pair of trainers. They might walk to the shop themselves.
already done that for both our birthdays, mate.
Sorry, I had to get it.
But,
I think there's the balance. You three are the joke, and I'm the most serious one here. I've been feeling this for a few streams for.
Oh.
Yeah, Raven's more like, yeah, I'm not good at this insult stuff. Just go buy her a nice set of flowers, some nice chocolates. Sonic's like, get her a dildo, and I'm like, yeah, a pair of trainers so she can fucking walk herself.
Yeah. I just found this like ironic. You three can joke. I'm like the most serious guy in the group, and I'm like, okay.
See,
I
you might
like
be
the fact that he
but
calls himself the most
problem
serious,
is,
but
though,
when we do
I
crack
sometimes
a
take the
dirty
jokes too
joke,
far.
he laughs.
No, I was just about to say that.
I'm just balancing this. I'm just doing the balancing the group a little bit here.
He knows he's not brave enough to say out dirty jokes, but he does understand them, which tells me everything I need to know about Raven. He's an undercover.
And it
Well-
makes it worse the fact that we can't see his face. That way, because we know for a fact he's sitting behind that screen going, sniggered like fuck.
Of course
Well,
he
Face
is.
palming.
I'd just like to see his face when I get my hands on that gold dragon.
Pants.
Hmm?
I said I just want to see his face when I get my hands on a gold dragon.
Oh, I heard what you said. What did you say? What did you say, Colin?
I was thinking it was only off stream that we were talking about is Chronic actually wearing pants during these podcasts.
Not
But now
always,
it's
no.
begging the question: is Raven actually in his full-on birthday suit every week? Like, and we do not know. He is balls deep in his new computer chair. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, Raven went and got that new computer
I
chair.
need a new
He's
chair.
living his best life.
I want a chair.
Ramming his balls into that chair. Yeah.
Yeah, getting that.
they say
getting
I'm
that
too
fucking
graphic.
Sweet spot in it.
Yeah, you say I'm
making that
joking.
making that imprint.
Oh
Gotta get that-
God.
He's literally there. It's all in the hips. It's all
Yeah,
in
I'm
the
like-
hips.
Yeah,
It's all
I'm not.
in the
But yeah,
Oh.
sorry to disappoint you guys, but no, I'm actually wearing clothes.
Aw.
Bullshit.
I like the fact that he said clothes. What he didn't say was it's a full body spandex S&M suit.
Sad I never wear anything like
With
those,
bird wings.
and,
with the
yeah,
gimp,
sadly no.
with the gimp chains and everything.
And the bird wings on there, just like a black set of
The
wings.
joke is Smoke has literally had a full image of
Of
like
course he has. Look at him. He's having a stroke.
he's a Nordic gimp. That's all you need to think about, Smoke. Just think of Nordic gimp.
See, before he's even said that.
God damn, Sevi! God damn!
Laughing.
Oh God. I laughed so hard I pulled my fucking mic cord out.
Oh,
Wipe the tears, Smoke. We can see the glistening.
Oh,
Wipe the tears. Oh, actually, that might be sweat. It's coming off your forehead.
I think it is. Either that or his cheeks.
damn, Sevi.
Oh, well, everybody, it's official. You really don't know what's going to happen on these podcasts. We started out talking of Christmas, and now we're into fucking feather boas and where to put a fucking feather duster.
Well,
Between
we
your
know
cheeks!
fucking Smoke's is. It's not on his head.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, look,
look,
someone that does
we
have hair.
We have a special guest star. He heard us making jokes about how Smoke is bald as fuck and was like, no, don't listen to them. I think you're the best. Because he's man's best. He or she is man's
Yeah.
best friend and always will be.
Yeah, Now, where's my treats? You got anything? Give me shit. Now.
I've not got none.
Oh, he's a good boy.
I've got nothing.
Those are good puppers.
Yeah, right.
Ah,
But yeah, let's actually get on with the content
Right.
before.
people start
We
leaving
got
here.
lost again.
Well, we'll always
Yeah,
get
are
lost again. So,
Yeah, before we break anything anyone else or something like that.
right?
Oh, I break smoke daily. Pause. But
Yeah, you break smoke daily. Yeah, that's that might explain a few things then.
So,
oh yeah, nah. I've only made him rage quit a call one time.
I've made him
One.
rage quit a couple of times.
Yeah, but that's in game. I'm talking about a call. I've made him leave the call. Told me to go fuck myself. He's not putting up with this shit, and he won.
I'm
Spent
surprised he
3
just didn't do
days,
that time
did
with the
not
jokes I
come
made.
back.
I say he's about this far away from leaving now after the few jokes I just made. But
Yeah, well, you did make it about his mum and a sexual toy. Like, I'm not sure it gets more personal than that. What do you want from a brother? Seriously.
I yield.
But no, moving on.
Moving on.
So
We're talking
this
about the
week on this
return.
podcast,
The return to
we
Moria.
are going to be talking about.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Right. Just remember, you bunch of pricks. I'm your DM.
Oh,
And your
So
point is.
see, so
Master.
see,
He's
so
our
see,
dungeon
so
master.
see everything that he's hitting it with the new. Just
yeah.
think it might come back tenfold to your characters.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
Yeah.
Chronic, Raven, when I plan a walkout, you two are just to turn around and walk out with me, okay?
We're not going to do it right now, are we?
Nah, not right now. But when he talks about these threats and he ever tries to threaten us like that again, we just are like, nah, we go camera off. We literally do this shit. We're like, nah, mate.
It's like we're going to
Play
you-
them games.
hello, I'm going home or something like that.
Screw
Yeah,
you,
see?
guys. I'm going home.
Exactly.
I'm first. I'm not first. Big shit. Yeah, Chronic, how does it feel to be that? Nah. Oh, fucks.
You were saying?
I'm on the top row.
Right.
Technical difficulties, it
So-
seems.
What? Right, as you were saying before,
Yeah.
everything hanging up again.
Yeah, no, before you interrupted, don't try that shit blaming everyone else again.
Yeah, he
But
did
yeah.
interrupt. We were getting onto the mines of Moria.
So we've realised that Lord of the Rings is coming back to the world.
Not just coming back to the
after
world,
so long.
it's back, man. It's available for purchase right now and on Steam.
No,
It
but no,
is
I
but
think-
47%
What
off the
people
base
want-
game.
No.
Oh,
Clown is
mate.
talking the movie. Clown is talking the
Oh,
movie.
mate.
Oh, you were
Listen
talking
no.
more.
Before you
Listen.
jump into anything, listen and let people finish.
Thanks, man.
Fine.
That's the first time. Wow. Do you want a job as a bouncer? I've got
The only thing you can bounce is that bald head off the wall.
as if
Who's this
anyone that
fucking
is,
bald head off your nose, any minute of your shite.
It'll might make it
for
better.
anyone
It's
that
a
is
little
a fan
crooked
of
if you
Lord of the
notice.
Rings, anyone will know that the Tolkien and Warner Brothers have been in a forever lawsuit, and the lawsuit has just taken
Forever.
forever.
Take the piss.
But now it's over. They won, and we're going to get Lord of the Middle Earth back in on our big screens again. Starting with, obviously, the game was a big letdown, but we did get Gollum. They are going to re-release that as a film. Then we are getting, or we've just got Mines of Moria, which we will talk about in just a second, along with a new feature-length film called War of the Rohirrim, which is set 180 so years before the events of Lord of the Rings itself. So in the Two Towers, when you hear the stories from Fear talking about how the Helm's Deep held every battle and has held fast every time, this is the battle that they are talking about.
Where Rohan gets
Rohan.
left. Rohan gets left themselves to fight alone and abandoned, where that's why they don't know.
Because Gondor has no king, and as we're well aware, the steward has never given a fuck about anyone else apart from
No, nobody else.
So, but right, back to the Gollum thing though. They were, when you were saying about the game and all that, right, they were originally planning it as a movie at first, and then I don't know why they went down the game route, and then now because the game kind of flopped, they've decided to go back down that movie route, which was the better idea, in my opinion. And
I always thought Gollum should have been a series.
see,
Gollum has lived through
again,
so many ages.
again, at like the Gollum would make a better series, but then again, if to make the Gollum series right at way, you would need to start it off somehow. So making the movie in a way to start it off, like leaving it at like maybe like is the done with kind of the
Do the movie, have them
how they done
show
it,
him what he
how
was
they
like as a hobbit,
the
him and his best bud or his brother
a
or
bit of
whatever it
that,
was. I can't
a
remember now.
a bit of the like a bit like showing how like he kind of acquired the ring, or not even acquired the ring, like after he's acquired the ring, and like that like the stage of transformation, like the way it kind of flashes through and the
Look,
return of the king.
you could end the movie right when he murders and pick up the series, and have the first season as the series is Descent into Madness.
No, see, as I say again, I think
No,
maybe
because we all know Lord of the Rings do trilogies. So if Gollum was going to be made into a film, you'd get 3 films. It's not just going to be the one.
Das ist
so
correct, sir.
again, at that though, like, again, so as you would say, right, series, if doing the film, right, I would say they should start it with the how the starting for where he picks up the ring and like this that descent into madness and how he travels through Moria, Mordor, and all that and shit. He's captured, like how he gets captured, but then after that, bring it into the series, and I maybe the first season the date how, as you says, make him as the Hobbit, and then movie picks up, then into the like this the third series would be continuing after like through Moria and that picking up into leading up into where kinda the return of the
Man,
fellowship starts and let him kind of following.
Yeah, and you would only have it up to the point where he gets captured by the ring wraiths. That's where you would end it. Because after that, you know he heads towards the
Yeah.
Shire to go and find Frodo.
Ah,
Because
yeah,
then he
but,
follows the
so
Fellowship all the way. He makes it to Rivendell as they're leaving Rivendell.
because he follows them for Rivendell all the way through, because it's Sam and
All the
Frodo.
way through Moria, because that's
Aye.
only when Frodo realizes that he's being followed
Aye.
by him, and that's when Gandalf says, "Yes, that's Gollum."
Ah,
But the only question that I have, and always will be, is more to the fact of, like Frodo held the ring for how long, and it started to change his being, his mind, and yet Gollum held it for how long, and not once did he take it back to the Dark Prince.
Because it was this precious.
No, but Frodo went that way as well and was willing to take it back to Sauron. So, how did Gollum manage to withstand and withhold himself,
because
regardless of the ring's power?
He was greedy in the
Gollum-
first place, and Ring amplified that to a point where his greed outweighed the Ring's power to influence him to bring it to the Master.
but not just that.
I
Also,
think there's more to it.
it was also the torture that Sauron put him through to try and find the ring for him. That way caused him to snap, and that's when he started to resent Sauron and wanted to keep the ring
That's true.
for himself.
That's true,
Because the
Seth.
ring, was,
Gollum found
the ring was speaking to him at that point.
Well, the ring had its power on him from the moment it found him. As we're well aware, the Ring of Power is not just a ring.
No,
It
no.
doesn't just belong to Sauron. It has a mind. It has a mind of its own.
Yes.
When that's how the story was told. It betrayed Isildur.
Yep.
It chose to be found by Gollum. It chose to leave Gollum for Bilbo.
Aye. Because it was eventually trying to get back to Sauron, but along the way the ring was wanting to acquire its own power.
Well, that's what I always found weird is Gollum pretty much stayed so close to Mordor throughout his whole travel that it was madness.
Yeah.
He literally went everywhere but the tower.
Because he'd already been to that tower where he was tortured and hanging at like almost fed to Shelob. That's why he knew he leads Frodo on that through. So he knew that hanging how long it would take for Shelob to stab somebody and hanging for them to end up paralysed.
Technical
I'll be back.
difficulties. Please stand by.
No, his phone rang, so
That's what I say. Technical difficulties. Please stand by.
with that, so that way, as I said, he was pretty much studied Shelob that way and found out how long it would take for a venom to fully paralyse somebody and how long it would take for the orcs to react to being coming down and checking and timing it. So he knew how long he had to get in, get the ring, and try and leave before getting captured again.
Good story, bro.
Right.
I still think that I still agree with Sephi in the fact that Gollum's story would be slightly boring, and they would have to create a lot of stuff as they don't really talk about him in the books that much.
Right. So no, but this is what I was gonna say. When you think about the way Lord of the Rings has always been made, they're trilogies.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like Sephi just said, which now will bring me to The Hobbit. The trilogy for The Hobbit was absolutely brilliant. But how much of The Hobbit was actually in the book? Because I will have you know, The Hobbit is literally
not very
this
big.
bloody
Yeah, I know.
big.
I know. I have a copy of it.
No, so that's my point. So Gollum's story might not be a massive, interesting book, but you make Gollum into what The Hobbit had, and you add a nice little army or a nice little fight scene, then guess what? You are going to have an amazing film. But the films have always connected when you figure out stuff. So Lord of the Rings came first, but yet we all know chronologically The Hobbit is first.
Yep.
Yep.
So therefore,
And before Hobbit, actually, it's so hard to word, so I don't wanna ruin it.
Yeah, it's the Silmarillion.
Yeah, I couldn't pronounce it either. That's why I didn't say it.
So the Silmarillion was actually in the process of going to big screens, and that's when Tolkien took Warner Brothers to court.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we have never had anything other than the Shadow of Mordor.
Well,
and the Silmarillion is actually bigger than fucking Smaug.
So they must have.
Oh yeah, he makes Smaug look like a pussycat.
Guys, I'm looking at the cast for the war for the
Rohirrim.
Right.
They must have.
Now we'll get on.
They must have recorded.
Shall we cover this first, and then we'll do Mines of Moria then?
Well,
if you're going to go into the past, then no, I was just talking. We were talking about films with Gollum. We didn't even start with War for him.
Well, I'm starting it. So I'm looking at the cast.
Oh no, I know the whole cast, but
Christopher Lee. They had to record his stuff before he passed away.
I wanted to know whether any three of you have noticed the style of film that this has been made.
Yo, it's anime style, like The Witcher. The
Yeah,
same
but
anime style as they did Netflix's The Witcher.
Yeah, but I have not watched much about the cast there at all.
But go watch out who produced it, Chronic, and you'll recognize the name.
Put it in. Bring up the hang it bottom of the watch thing on Discord that way and put the trailer in because I've actually not seen the trailer yet. myself. Well, although you have told me about it the other day, Clive, I've still not went and watched it. So it means
Ooh.
everybody's got a chance to react to this.
Yeah, go on, and then
Ooh.
it looks amazing. All I'm saying is we'll sit and we'll watch this trailer. We'll let the chat watch the trailer as well. And all I'm saying is by the end of this, I hope you are all as excited as I am.
See, I'm already, I am excited for the Lord of the Rings coming back and a lot of the stuff. Right, as you know, I am a big Lord of the Rings fan myself as well, and but again, it's hard though, like to go. Am I going to enjoy this? Am I not going to enjoy it? Again, I still need to watch the Rings of Power.
Oh, I finished the Rings of
And-
Power.
Yeah, it's that one.
Yeah.
It's only a short trailer.
Yeah, I'm actually watching EMDB at the moment, and yeah, I noticed the director, which is mwah, and actually sharing the screen at the moment.
So everyone, Peter Jackson, Peter Jackson.
Rewind it
that.
back, Chronic. Rewind it back a minute.
200 years
See,
before
I never seen it start it and put it a big screen.
No, you'll have to watch it on playback. That's what I'm doing.
I know, but it's still a small screen.
Peter Jackson presents.
No, expand the screen.
I did.
So this is brought to us by the same people that have brought us all the DC animations.
Yeah. But yeah. Kenshi Kamiyama.
Yep.
Yep. He's.
Earth knows the tale
I'm
of
actually
the war.
watching his.
But 200 years
No, I don't
before
want to
that,
watch reading. Director upcoming.
Oh, back to Middle Earth.
older
Aragon! The Eagles are coming! Kenji Kariyama.
He did actually. Oh, okay.
You
He
know
did
the
actually
fight
one
scene.
episode for
You
the
know
Star
the
Wars
fight
seasons as
scene.
well. So yeah, he's.
This looks
He did
beautiful,
Chopper
I must
Zero
say.
Zero
This looks absolutely
9.
beautiful, I gotta say. Like, this
Yeah.
looks, like, so beautifully done.
Don't
It
get me
looks
wrong,
so
right?
clean. It
Mhm.
literally looks so clean.
Right, do you want to know? Pause that minute, Chronic. Do you want to know what that? Do you want to know what the animation style reminds me of?
Hmm.
The Legend of Vox Machina.
Does though, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It's
but
got-
don't you feel like the reason maybe they've done this is to, well, I get that Chronic's actually the same age. So, what was the first Lord of the Rings given to us in?
Rotoscope.
Animation.
Rotoscope animation.
And that's what I mean. So, do we feel like, for me and
It
you,
looks like it,
going
doesn't
back
it,
to our
Seffi?
origins, don't you feel like me and you are getting to go back to our origins and watching Middle Earth through an animation for the again?
He's dead.
Oh,
You will pay
it
for
looks
this
so good.
with your life.
The boy I knew would never wish for war.
The boy you knew is gone.
There's so many of them. I pledged to fight for my king.
You know nothing of war.
I'm the fastest rider you have. People need hope, Hera. Something
She's
to
a
believe
badass,
in.
mate.
That's the one that kills Hingy in the Return of the King, isn't it? No.
Could rule the world.
That would have made her over 200 years
Yeah,
old.
no.
This is 180 years before even the Fellowship.
Oh, she's a fucking ancestor, innit?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You should be.
I thought it was familiar. That's why I originally went to her.
So this is before the ring is felt again, and clans are just trying to kill each other.
And
They've all gone back to just fighting against each other instead of realizing that they've made it into a peacetime and keep it that way.
Hmm.
But so this is them going up against the tribe that obviously you see the elephants there. They go up against that tribe
well,
because they call
That's-
themselves riders as well.
that's,
Uh.
I must.
I actually looks banging, by the way.
It looks so good.
And I again, like It's to say it's it's like the game as well. The what was it? The hanging out Moria.
Mice.
Aye, that's an RPG if I'm thinking correctly.
Yeah, he was only 80ish in Lord of the Rings with Aragorn was. I think he's supposed to be like 83 or 84 years old in Lord of the
No. In the Two Towers, he tells her he is nearly 200 years old, and that's when she's like, "You're a ranger. You're the undying Dunedain."
Mhm.
And he says, "Yes, we are going extinct. There's maybe less than a handful of us left, but we do what we can to help."
I thought he said he was
Mhm.
only 80ish years old.
But he's over 2,000 years old, but in human years he looks about 40 odd. But as he gets into the what Two Towers, he's about 60 odd, and then in Return of the King, yes, he's about 84. Because me and Clown talked about it the other day with the age about a few of them, like Legolas, Gimli, and all that.
So obviously, Gandalf is the oldest. He's lived through every age, and then you've got Aragon, and then it's Legolas, then it's
Gimli, then
and
the
then it's
Hobbits.
Boromir, then it's
Okay, I
Samwise, then
I
it's
just googled it.
Frodo,
In Lord of
then
the
it's
Rings,
Merry.
Aragorn is 87 years old when he meets Frodo Baggins and his friends at the Prancing Pony in Bree.
In
Um,
human, for fuck,
In
did we just
human
literally
years,
explain this to him? He is in human years, yes. He is not human.
No,
We just said this to you.
he's a descendant of the Dunedain. He's in the Numenorean.
And undying.
he's
That's
like
what she calls him.
he's the undying king, pretty much.
Yeah,
That's why Gondor has not got a king.
because he was off playing Ranger.
Nope. It's because
No.
all of his predecessors either were scum or just wanted to find the Ring of Power, and
Yep.
he had no intention of both.
Well,
But in
But
that,
yet
I mean,
he didn't want to rule over a kingdom that only cared for themselves.
Yeah.
When his whole job, considering that he was abandoned from birth, which I get that you don't get to hear, but he didn't know that that was his birthright until he met Elrond.
even at that, he
So
chose to stay with what's her name?
Arwen.
Mm-hmm. And then obviously because of the events of Middle Earth and all that way, they need a king.
yeah, Gimli was
So
older than Aragorn.
now that he's fucking he actually realizes what's happened, everything's going to need to rebuild. That's why he became King of Gondor.
All I know
No,
is
he
that when I'm
realized
87,
what he
is
did was he
if I
realized
look
when
as
Frodo
good
took the ring
as
back.
Aragorn did when he took the crown, I'm gonna be fucking happy.
Mm.
Nah, that's not going to happen, Chronic.
Oh, I know.
But what were you saying, Clown?
No, it doesn't matter. But
No,
more to just going back to War of Rohirrim, like
no.
you all hear about the previous battles of the Rohan and the effect that Helm's Deep has in their history, and to just see another, because it's still one of my favorite end fight scenes in all of the Middle Earth that we've had. Helm's Deep will still be in my top two.
Helm's Deep is one of the Helm's Deep is the best fucking top. If you're going for top three fight like battles in Lord of the Rings, Helm's Deep's at the top.
See, I don't know, because that's Lord of the Rings Return of the King just felt like one massive war from start to finish in that film. That's why I can't say Helm's Deep is top.
Right, but no, but that right as you say, right. Yes, I do agree with you that Return of the King was war central, but when you actually look at how the battles
Oh
are
yeah,
set and how
fight
like,
scene, Helm's Deep.
Helm's Deep is by far the best. The only one that comes second is the one that we always hingy again, like joke between the two is like that still only counts as one. And then
Would
like
you like me to
I think
describe it to you or fetch you a box?
what's going on? But like again, after I would have to say the when that fight I know like there's so many no second is when they run through the dead caves, the fight with the undying with the actual undead ghost king.
Oh yeah, when only the King of Gondor can
Aye,
summon.
that
The
one that
blade is broken. It's been
been
made.
made. It's been remade. And
Hey.
then it's got to be
And then they stood at the docks in it with the ships. What are you three gonna do? Well, you're gonna pull over and we're gonna board your ship. You in whose army?
nice.
Spies.
And then my third has got to be when for the two towers when they flood Sauron's fucking Saruman's thing. That way, when you see Treebeard and all that get involved, like I love that.
I would still have to go to Hobbit Battle of Five Armies. That battle was fucking immense as well.
But that's but they're the thing, right? Yes, although Lord of the Ring, the Hobbit is
Because it was a war on two fronts, and that's what I loved about it. You had the elves
aye.
versus the orcs, and then you had the dwarfs versus the orcs just past Dale.
But what right? But that's the thing though, right? Because of the Hobbit, right? That way you can because of the way it was done, it was put into 5 movies, right? So you could really do a top 5 battles for the Hobbit themselves. Well, 3, same as the thingy. So again, you split the two of them away feature, right? We could do like a combined list that way, like top battles
No,
that
I
way.
was just telling you not to forget about the Battle of Five Armies from The
Aye.
Hobbit. That
But,
fight.
but again, that way, that has got to top my list for the Hobbit movie battles.
But yeah, then again, that 5 armies that
You're
wasn't in the
confusing
book.
yourself.
No,
So
I know that's what I mean. Right, as I says to you, right, I like both. I know the Hobbit is Lord of the Rings as well, right? But in a way, I class the two of them separate because it makes more
They are
sense.
separate.
Because so
They're a franchise, yes, but they're
Yeah.
two totally different stories. I'm not disagreeing.
So that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. I've got a top 3 fucking.
I didn't say look, but I didn't say
Lord-
Lord of the Rings. I said Middle Earth.
Right, when you put it in Middle Earth's fucking could be hingy that way because then I could get into the shit about the Silmarillion battle and all that way, which is fucking.
Yeah, which in the book sounds great, but until they put it to the big screen, we're not going to know, are we? All of the battles seemed great, and guess what? The Hobbit wouldn't have even had a battle to be talking about. So we'll wait until the Silmarillion gets made into a film.
But it's still, but when you put it down hingy, it's still one of the best battles in fucking hingy.
But we're talking about on the big screen.
true.
You didn't see the battle, you read about it.
Chronic. Yeah. Right. So, right. If you were Lord of the Rings character, Seffi's just asked, if we were Lord of the Rings characters, who would we be, right? He's
Legolas.
put in, not waiting out, he's put in at first, I think Smoke would be Legolas as he has the best hair just like me.
Or what about our weavers think? Who would be who from the Lord of the Rings?
Chronic is Gimli because he's never seen him stoning.
Stoning?
Standing.
That's what I was thinking.
But no, when we go, if we're saying hanging that way, look, if we're going for Lord of the Rings, like saying about Lord of the Rings characters, who are we? Move. Talking about what? I don't know. I'll let somebody else answer that question first. And Chronic's muted.
I did mute
No,
myself, didn't I?
I think if we're gonna do this, then you do it the proper way. So first would be the four hobbits. Raven's clearly Samwise.
we
Thank you.
already know who me and you are.
Chronic is Frodo, and me and you are Merry and Pippin.
How do I get stuck with the ring?
It's,
Because me and Smoke are more literally the guys that listened to the whole private meeting and then went, "Well, you need smart people on this quest thing. So where are we going?"
Yeah, I kind of just didn't pay attention, and I was just like, I'll go.
But then, yes, when it then comes to the main group, so you'll have Boromir, Legolas, Gimli, and Aragorn.
I would probably say I'd probably say I'd be more Faramir.
Boromir.
I
Boromir
liked
wasn't a part of the group.
No, I know he wasn't part of the group, but I would still say that way I would have to be Faramir.
I would have to say possibly Boromir for me.
I'll explain my reason. I'll explain my reason for Faramir in a while. But if you have to make me pick main group, I would need to say it would need to be Aragorn. Because for most of his life that way, like being a loner
Gimli.
and shit like that,
I do act.
then aye.
I do act pretty dwarf-like, so, and I am up for a
But
fight.
Yeah.
when it cut that way within the actual fellowship group,
By my
aye,
beard.
again, I can't say anything other than it would need to be me and Clown as Merry and Pippin. Like that way, when it becomes the full fellowship, now me and Clown's just Merry and Pippin.
I'm the big tree.
I'll stop the cat. I can't put
Three
the two
beard.
years into any other category apart from that.
And just so everyone knows, I'm Merry, he's Pippin. There isn't no debate. He should throw himself down the well and rid us of his stupidity.
But yeah, I
Well-
must say, I actually don't know who I would be from the. As you said, I'm Samwise Gamgee.
Yeah, so
Well,
Samwise
then
the
you're
Brave.
also Gandalf, then, on the other hand.
Samwise the.
I would have to be.
well, I don't know. Gandalf the Grey does
Gandalf.
have an affinity for that hobbit weed.
Hmm?
You're more Gandalf.
Oh. So I'm the old guy with the biggest beard of the group.
Is it for me? As I say, my reason for Faramir is because I wouldn't hang that way. I'd do my own thing, and I
So you
think
do your own thing, you do right. Sometimes be damned the consequences.
exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's
And
similar
like,
reasons to why I picked Boromir.
But
Because
then that's the thing, though. Boromir was actually corrupted by the ring.
I know. I know that.
At the near the end of it, right, although he still did put up fucking a fight to say tell Frodo to run, right?
Yep. Well, see, here's the thing,
Um,
dude. I know what it's like to be corrupted by something dark that you don't control. I've been an addict,
So bad.
and because of that,
Yeah, mate, bro. Chef.
yeah.
I
Yep.
know the exact same fucking thing. That's why, as I said, I'm Faramir.
That's why I say I'm Boromir. 'Cause I've been touched by darkness and corruption. So if the ring came my way, yeah, sure. But now I've beaten it, and I'll never touch it again. So that's Boromir. He touched and tempted by darkness of the ring, and then it was like run. He gave his life to make sure that didn't happen, and I'd do anything for
Pretty
that.
much.
And right,
I made a promise to me ma before she passed. She
hey,
she begged she when she asked me, she promised me because she at the time she knew I'd had everything give up for a while, and I have since, but
Right.
she made me promise, stick to the weed, stick to this, and don't stray, because I'm not me. It's this or nothing. It's the only times I'm me, and that's what I'll forever be, me. I refuse to let the ring corrupt me again, and I will die before I let it happen. So that's one of the reasons why I chose Boromir. So
It's- as I say that way, when I was a chef, I was a loner. So, like, I never done right by anybody. Like, shit like that.
I might be what I'm saying is I might be a fuck up, but at the end of the day, I'll be there when it counts.
That should be Faramir. That way, like, Faramir, that's the way I see Faramir, hang you?
Yeah, but he did that because he really only did that because of his brother's sacrifice. If
Yeah,
he,
it did eventually had a change of heart, yes.
yeah, that change of
And
heart was from his
but
brother's sacrifice.
again, I still have like that of it, like the feel. Alright, yes, I've come out of it like that way. I've got over it and that. And as I say, my Boromir was my ex at that time. That
Yeah.
way, who pretty much saved us. So that way, again, I still see myself as Faramir.
So now, still talking on Lord of the Rings. I've been looking at this game. Mine's The Return to Moria,
Mine Return to Moria.
and I, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm even looking at the
Reviews.
I'm looking at the reviews now. I'm looking at the system requirements, and I could run this thing beautifully, very beautifully, while streaming because it's recommended for an RTX 2060 with an i7 6 core or better, which I definitely have.
Aye, because that's the thing. I like to get something that it's basic, but
Right? It follows the dwarves as they embark on a new adventure to reclaim their legendary home of Moria beneath the Misty Mountains. Players will join forces to survive, craft, build, and explore the iconic sprawling mines. Courageous expeditioners will need to be vigilant as mysterious dangers await. Summoned to the Misty Mountains by Lord Gimli Lockbearer. Beautiful. Players take control of a company of dwarves tasked to reclaim the lost spoils from the dwarven homeland of Moria, known as Khazad-dûm, or Dwardelf. In the depths below their very feet, their quest will require fortitude, delving deep into mines of Moria. This looks good to me, man.
It's an RPG.
Yeah. It's with the base
Yeah.
building elements and so on, so you actually need to make your own armors
so
and so on.
Seffi, the Two Towers and The Return of the King were both on PS2. The Two Towers is the second movie, and The Return of the King is the third movie. I want a remake of them as well. Or not even a remake. That way, I would say a remaster. But yes, I do agree. I want the Two Towers and the Return of the King games made again. Like, I love those games. The Mines of Moria as well. I've looked into it. It looks amazing. RPG, as I said, RPG style. I'm sure.
And right now, it's 35% off in the Steam store.
Possibly get it cheaper on CD keys. The best one of the two would have been Return of the King. Two Towers was good,
Yeah,
yes,
Two Towers.
but
I prefer to Return of the King as well.
Return of the King was the game for Lord of the Rings. What were you saying, Raven?
Raven?
Yep.
What were you saying?
Nothing, because I forget what I was saying. Because you did not get to let me say anything.
Oh yeah, I just kept doing the recap of the. Sorry about that, dude.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, I talk too much. But
No, this time it was Smoke who was talking top of me so much.
I was reading chat. Sorry, bro. Something that we forget
Actually,
time
yeah.
of day.
Yeah, but yeah, actually, at the moment, it's much cheaper at the Steam than the CD keys.
Is it?
Yep.
sale.
It's about 3 to 4 euros in my currency. It's so it's in Steam. It's cheaper because it's about 15 euros in for me.
21
Yes,
bucks
sir.
Canadian.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
I just checked in the CD key on myself. So, but yeah, it totally depends on the currency. So hard to say.
That's why I'm a bit. That's why I'm a bit good. That's why I'm going to search. Means.
You need to search it as a Lord of the Ring because you get something else with the
Yep.
Mines of Moria.
You do. I checked.
Means of Moria. So for me, it's £15.79 on Steam, not on CD keys and on Steam. The Mines of Moria, it's 13.64. So it's cheaper on Steam than it is on
See?
CD keys.
Told you it was
at the
on sale
moment.
right now.
Yeah.
So that is actually a game I wouldn't mind playing with you guys. But now, see, I would have to make sure I got it on the proper platform and all that. I didn't see if it was cross-play or anything like that.
It's crossplay. I
aye.
did watch it, check it earlier, and
Ooh.
Mines of Moria crossplay.
That's
To play friends to different platforms, play simply need share their joint code for Epic and Steam, enable crossplay their setting from PS5 and Xbox.
beautiful.
It's cross-platform.
Well, now.
And it's up to maximum four players, so it will be us four then if we play in the us four then.
Because I'd be interested in that. I could cut myself shaving it. I could really itchy. Try not to scratch it.
They're the hang as well, though,
Okay,
right?
correct. It's Epic and Steam players can host games with up to 8 players, while Xbox and PS5 players can host game up to maximum 4 players.
So PC, we would need somebody with PC then.
It's not different if it's just 4 of us. We don't need 8, another 4 with us. So it's
we're no forgetting about Queenie.
then yeah. Not sure, but yeah, then I have no idea how it actually works.
No, I think it would be as long if you say people with Steam that can host up to 8 players, then as long as it should work, as long as somebody hosts the game with fucking on Steam, then
maybe hard to say.
No, because again, that's why another reason why I want a remake or a remaster of like Two Towers and
That would be nice.
Return of the King, because like I think of the crossplay, the multiplayer that could occur then. Like yes, it was amazing playing split screen co-op. Me, my wee bro, and like one of my pals, the 3 years would be playing it. But I think about 4 years playing through that way, fucking fighting through Middle Earth that way,
That'd be
as
awesome.
the people that we've just said that we are.
Good. I was just getting worried about you, brother.
Yeah, I'm good.
So what's your thoughts on the Mines of Moria, Cloud?
Oh, I don't have one. I see the game trailer after Raven mentioned it, but yeah, it's not my game.
I think it
Okay.
looks fun.
But yeah,
Oh
it's
no, that's for everyone's opinion, but for me personally, I just don't see it as me.
yeah, as I was saying, it's not every game or for everyone. I agree on that. And as for me, I'm actually quite in a way I'm quite critical when I'm choosing my games, what I want to play, and
Dude,
Well,
we
they're not
still
exactly
like
cheap
we
anymore, are
still
they,
have a
Raven? So
multiplayer of
when we
Baldur's Gate
spend
to get
out
through,
money on the game,
and the next
yeah, we
Baldur's
do
Gate
have
update
that.
introduces crossplay.
True.
and considering the price of games these days, you don't want to just spend out all that money on a game that you may or may not
Yeah,
play.
that's true.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree with that.
As I must just say, me and Sefi have at the moment have a real big ass problem. Too many games, too much time, but still.
Dude, if you've seen my Amazon Games library, of unplayed games, it's ridiculous. It's the same thing with my Epic library. I have so many games that I just don't have the time to get through because, like a crackhead, I'm addicted to COD.
I'm the
Yeah,
same. I've got my
yeah.
PS Plus library. All the PS Plus games
Right?
that I've accumulated over 4 years are just sat there, and
Right?
some of them old retro games that we all enjoyed growing up, or maybe through a time in our lives. And then I've even got brand new ones like Freddy's Security Breach, or I got, because I was on PlayStation, we got all the Destiny 2 1 month after the other. You
Yeah.
got all of the DLCs for that free, and it was just like, okay, I'll download that. I've seen everyone else play it, I've seen everyone else enjoy it, and yet it's just sat there the whole time. Every single one of them, like yourselves, are just sat on a bloody hard drive, not doing anything because
Fuck.
either we can't play together, which is
Uh,
generally 9 times out of 10 our biggest issues,
yes.
or they're games that, like you said, when you finally sit down, you're like, oh, let's try something new. New
Like-
for us is more like, let's pick up something where we left off. Whereas doing them games, you are starting from
Yeah.
scratch. You've got to relearn the control. You've got to relearn everything. Yeah.
As you're saying as well, right? Like it's a lot of the crossplay stuff. There's no a lot of games. Yes, are getting released crossplay, but then you've got big games that people are expecting the crossplay. I.e., me for one. That way, I was hoping that Spartan Zero was going to be crossplay because that way I was wanting to host just fighting tournaments between friends just for giggles. That way for bragging rights and shit.
What he meant was I wanted it to be crossplay just so I could play with Cloud because I'm the only person that he knows on PlayStation.
No, I'm an Xbox and I bought Spartan Zero on
And
PC.
not only that, but when Baldur's Gate does get crossplay, now that Clown has a PS5, he might actually be interested in it because it is a very good RPG.
Well, it's been amazing the amount of games that I now have access to, like even the finals. After all the shit that we all put up with from fucking Luna for, come play the finals. And I used to have that excuse, like, I've only got PS4, go fuck yourself. And now I've got PS5, and
Right now, I mean,
now it's not my friend. So
right. I mean,
is what it is.
it's like, I mean, not just that, but now you can play X Defiant and fucking, you know.
Oh, I could play X Defiant on the PS4, I think.
Yeah, but I think the crossplay might have only put you
Might not
with
have been very
PS4
good, but I
and
could play it on PS4.
No, you can play it. That's the thing. Like, a lot of games was crossplay between the servers and shit, right? But it's more hangy again. Like as I say, there's a lot of games that are coming out. I.e., PlayStation players, Helldivers. That way, that game's dropped half significantly.
Yep.
And
Yeah, but that's because of what Sony's done in the background.
but
Yeah, what Sony, I would just like to point out that what Sony have done is no different from what other consoles and computer have done to PlayStation and Xbox users in the past. But yeah, only when Sony does it, everyone has a fucking issue with it.
and then it's with the Spartan Zero that way. Like, again, there's other games I know that I would have loved to host shit on. Like, I was really hoping that Fighter Z had crossplay because I knew a lot of people that were getting it on PlayStation, and no, couldn't they play it with them, so I could only play with people on Xbox because it wasn't a crossplay.
Well, I've also
So-
heard that because crossplay is so popular now that there's been talks in Take-Two Interactive's backroom fucking board offices and whatnot that the next iteration of GTA Online must have crossplay.
And we all know GTA does not get my attention. I don't know what it is, bros. And I get that you guys love the game, and I'm not cussing it out.
But
But
listen now, if it comes, GTA 6 is also supposed to be coming out with a role play element. The online.
yeah, and I get that, but I get that I'm funny and I can play a character, and yeah, we all have a laugh, but I just don't know. It's still, yeah. I can't even tell you the exact word that I would use for the reason why. Because obviously it's got the graphics, it's got you guys, but yeah, I don't know. GTA's just never been my game ever since Vice City. I always used to say it's because I grew up. I didn't need to be a gangster in a game because fucking life was already hard enough outside of it. Like,
that is a valid thing. For me, right, that way, I played GTA more for the giggles and shit for like through it. But I know the role, a lot of the shit they knew that way. The whole reason I bought a PC was for the roleplay shit, because doing the roleplay thing, it would give me an aspect of like that way. It was a story for the stream.
But yeah, I
that
totally.
never get into it.
And
But yeah, as
GTA
I
5
was
story
saying-
is good. I love it. I still love it. I got a playthrough going now.
Goddamn Chronic! For fuck's sake, let me
Sorry.
speak.
Yes, sir.
wow.
Sorry.
And we were saying that he was Samwise. Damn.
Yeah.
Samwise
Okay.
got a potty mouth.
Well, even
Goddamn-
Samwise yelled at Frodo.
Good. It's about fucking time someone did.
Even
Cloud, shut
Samwise
up.
yelled at Frodo, and
Chronicles, shut up.
Hi Sam, I'm sorry.
As I was saying, I know how you feel because for me, the new GTA 5 was totally not for me. I did try to play it with the Chronicles, but it just was not something I like to play much, and it just me. But yeah, it's totally depending on how your taste of games and so on. So I totally understand why you did not like to play it so much of it. But so yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
now it's your
Raven,
turn, boys.
Raven, if you actually watched Chronic play fucking GTA 5, you'd realise that my man is pretty much dangerous with a fucking spud gun. He doesn't need auto rifles or a fucking flying shooting machine, which, by the way, he took off first time, crashed it into a lamppost and died.
See,
That
that's what
building, it was a chopper that hit the lamppost. I hit the building with the bike. Shot myself with my own missiles, I do believe, into the building.
One thing I hate about the GT Online is the griefers. That way, as soon as somebody like that way, you get one or about 5 of them all flying on
Well,
those flying bikes,
that's-
and it's fucking bullshit. Right?
That's why I
But-
always create a private lobby, and it's invite my friends that are going to be doing my shit with me, and we
Enough of a
roll.
streamer.
And right, with Seth, right, my issue with crossplay is playing with PC is the majority of cheaters are on crossplay. Right, that's the thing. They're the thing, though, Seth. Right, yes, there, like the majority of cheaters are on, like the majority of the better cheats are on PC.
I wouldn't say that just yet. Have you not seen these new bloody USB things that
Oh,
they've
I
just been
have.
handing out?
I have.
That's-
You just
Oh
plug
my
them into the
God.
fucking USB port of the Xbox or PC. That's or
I was just
PlayStation.
I
That's
was
some
just about to
bullshit.
say- I was literally just about to say that. Now with this new shit that's coming about, the software is now going to be that way available through Xbox PC, through Xbox and fucking PlayStation, and it's going to get a whole lot worse. Yes, the only cheats that console players had to put up with was fucking Cronus's and
I was about to say, Sony have already released that. The things have already been tested. They bought one themselves, ran it on their own thing, and supposedly it pings up inactive. supposedly it doesn't run with the technology that's in the new PS5. So they
Because
need to
you know
record
for a
the
fact
report.
you know for a fact they'll find a way around about that,
Oh
because
yeah.
it's exactly why a lot of people use.
But now that Sony know about it, hopefully they know this one doesn't work. So now that they literally put up the protocol and they keep changing the data formats.
But
Yeah,
that's where
Xbox has
Hagido,
banned it as a peripheral as well. If Xbox detects it, it will ban you or fucking hard ban your console.
but the other thing, right? Again, like there's
Oh,
going to be many ways around about it. Think about it again, at all. Why a lot of people are using two PCs. That way, there's a
Are
PC
your
running the
Xboxes known by serials?
What's
serial
that?
numbers, yeah.
Yeah, all Xboxes are
Yep.
graded by serial numbers, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah. So they'll
Yeah.
put it down. Yeah.
Yep, they can
So
hard lock your Xbox to never connect to Xbox Live again.
Whereas PlayStation is very much connected to IP address.
Mm-hmm.
I think Xbox have actually went that way.
They do both, as far as I know.
No, we've
you
already
can-
said that we would like them to start actually combining a couple of things every now and then, man. We literally have the top 2 consoles.
Well, I mean,
And-
I have to say, since Xbox took over and dropped some orders down at Activision about the fucking cheater situation,
Don't even go there. Don't go there.
I don't encounter
I fucking
cheaters like we
swear.
used to, man.
Wait.
I don't.
You haven't
There's-
fucking played Warzone like you used to, man.
But
Maybe I'm
on
just
the
getting
other
on that
hand,
algorithm that keeps me away from them because I suck.
from the guy that does a bit of information from the guy that I've that does the bread box shit.
What bread box?
What? No, it's more. What are you
Oh.
hiding? No, it's more.
I
what
don't
are
even
you
have a
hiding?
Scottish accent anymore.
No, that's
I'm
because
now
you
PS5.
you're PS5
Don't get
now.
to do the Scottish accent.
No, he's got to be PS4 down there now.
No,
I can be bread box because I've got the American Canadian accent.
I'm still bread box, right? So it would be more. What are you hiding, bread box? If you've not seen that one, if you've not seen that one yet,
I don't think I have.
Steam Deck and it was fucking Nintendo, the Switch. That it was asking the questions. Apparently, Xbox are in development of a handheld.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, but that's only because PlayStation have just released theirs, and obviously it got leaked that the Switch 2 this week has been leaked along with the new Pokemon Red and Green for the Switch.
That's
2,
why they've been
not Switch.
streamlining the Cloud Play Anywhere. The new handheld that they're gonna have is gonna be able to connect, rumored, to your to the phone network. Like, yes,
But
5G.
thank you.
See with that handheld, really, the PlayStation have come out with. Do you know you have to have the highest tier of the PlayStation subscription to actually be able to use it without having your PlayStation connected?
What are you talking about? What part?
So there's apparently three tiers of
Yeah,
PlayStation.
you get PS Plus, PS Extra, PS Premium.
Right, so see with the premium, right? So apparently that's what you need for the portable thing to work without your PlayStation. You
I'll
need
tell you
that.
what then. Number one, it's a good job that I don't have the handheld. And second of all, if I ever do, you can fucking pay the extra part to the premium, okay? Which just costs as much as what my extra does.
I'm no buying you fuck all for your PlayStation, right? Because I'm just letting people know.
The only thing I'll ever buy you for a
Hang on, hold
PlayStation
on. There was literally no need to literally say them words then, was there?
The only thing
You
I'll ever
just
buy
thought
you
you
for
would-
your
I
PlayStation
am
is a
never
game that's
buying
crossplay
you
with
anything.
Xbox or PC.
There was no need for that statement before you were carrying on into that sentence. You literally said it to just get at me. Bro, I thought we were friends.
And he gets
hang on a minute,
mad
I
when I
swear we
insult
thought
his
you
mom's
shit
Christmas
before.
gift.
Bang out of order. Yeah. Now I hope your mum gets a small dildo. It's the
Yeah.
best I could come. It's the best I could come up with.
And yes, I am wearing an Xbox T-shirt.
I don't know how to do it. But what's our next topic of agenda?
Well, let's. We got
Well,
a
we were
couple.
going to look at the releases that we were all going to get excited for, other than
I'm
the
most
War of
excited for Sonic
Rohirrim.
3, personally.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
So, right, that's the thing, right? Is for
Which
me.
one are we talking about first?
Right.
Look.
I'm going to hang you with I'm going to like to stop him and to get his excitement out. I will start it, right. Don't get me wrong, right. I'm kind of looking forward to the 3, but because of the way that 2 of them are releasing, I feel like Sonic 3 is going to outshadow Mufasa for some weird reason, right? But don't get me wrong, I do hope Mufasa is as good as the trailer made it look to be.
Hey, Lion King was fucking amazing.
Right, right, that again, right, as I'm saying though, right, because of the way it's getting done, right, yes, there is a big fandom for both, but I really feel that Sonic 3 is going to out thingy Mufasa because of the fact that a lot of Sonic fans have been waiting for fucking Shadow.
Yeah, can we just stop there on that one? He is the only reason that I really want to watch this film. We all know who plays Shadow, isn't it?
Yes.
Keanu
Sure.
Reeves. Keanu Reeves is playing Shadow.
Yes.
So you've got Keanu Reeves and Jim Carrey
And
in one
Idris
film.
Elba.
Yes.
Yeah, see, I like Idris, but
But
He's a fucking
yeah,
hell of an actor.
again, right, for the fact that Sonic fans have been waiting for Shadow for fucking years, I do feel that Shadow, Sonic 3 is going to overshadow Mufasa.
I don't know. Now we're talking about Sonic. All I'm thinking about is how Sonic ripped off Dragon Ball Z. My bad. We're moving.
I do agree with that as well. But
no, carry on with Sonic because this will just go well off
Sonic,
tangent.
Yeah, but I'm really looking forward to.
That's just my opinion, right? Yeah. What's yours?
But has anybody here besides me watched the Knuckles show?
No, I have not because
Okay, and I won't give you any spoilers, but it's worth a watch before you see Sonic 3.
Yeah, it's I would watch it, but yeah, I don't wanna spend too much money for just to watch one show from the or series or something like that from the
Speak to me off
streaming.
stream. Speak to me off stream. I think I can help you.
Okie dokie.
So, but let's hear your thing on this, Sonic.
I think that yes, it's gonna be Sonic gonna beat out Mufasa, but Mufasa's still gonna do great because there's a huge amount of Lion King fans that are also Sonic fans, so they might even go for a double
It's
feature.
not just the Lion King. Do we?
I know it's not just the
I'm
Lion
I
King;
know
it's
this
the
might sound
origins.
stupid, or I know this might sound like I'm calling you all stupid, but do you any of you know what the story of Mufasa technically is based on?
No idea, sadly.
The start of Lion King really isn't no like that way.
Yeah, I get that it's the start. So Mufasa is between
Mufasa's life.
Mufasa and Scar.
Aye.
Now Scar was only named Scar after his fight.
Yeah.
Now Mufasa is actually an orphan who Scar takes under his wing. Now, there is a very, very old story that portrays this, which is where Lion King got it from, and you will recognize it when I tell you. It's the tale of two brothers,
Yep.
or
Cain and Abel.
also known as the tale of two cities, where two brothers end up with two cities, and regardless of being brothers, they end up still going to fucking war. That's what Mufasa and Scar is based on. Scar is actually royal blood. the throne was his, which is why people don't understand why he has so much resentment.
That would do it.
Mufasa came in as an orphan. They became brothers until the day of reckoning came and Mufasa won. Outright, he didn't want to, and that's what the story will end up telling. It's a case of survival. It's just the way that it had to be. It's the same with the cities. Each city had their downfalls, and yet none of them could survive. But then the whole point of the story is it wasn't about being separate. You should have ruled together.
Now, honestly, of
And
the
that's-
three movies that we're talking that we're about to be a third, I think the one that I'm gonna bring up is probably gonna tank. Just like Madam Web.
Kraven, nah, Kraven's not going to tank and both of them.
We're actually talking about
not a
4
chance.
movies, by the way.
Not a
so-
chance.
Yeah, I know.
I
but-
And the only reason I say it won't tank any one of them is because they did not bring you that A-lister to play the hero.
I agree. I agree. Because I don't think Craven's going to flop. But
Right,
before-
after Jared Leto as Joker,
wait now.
Morbius flopped.
Wait now, because we've not actually heard from Raven on the subject of Sonic and the Lion King yet.
Yep.
Before we move on to Craven.
Yep, you're right.
Finally.
You're right.
I don't
You're
need
right.
to. I need to use my strong words this time.
Look, the three of
Well,
you guys
guess
looking
what?
out.
If you had the
Good boy, good
camera,
boy.
we'd be able to see you.
I know.
You'd
I
have your
know.
little hand up like this. Like, please, sir, can I have some more?
But anyway, as for Sonic, I'm actually just like waiting it as I actually really liked the earlier Sonic movies myself a lot.
Mm-hmm.
First two,
Yep, me too.
Yeah, the way
Mhm.
they brought it back to life has been
yeah,
Yeah.
it just was a quite. So first, I was skeptic when they had that first Sonic. I was like, "What the fuck are they
Oh
doing?"
God.
Yeah,
They
the
I was
fixed
way
like,
you with
what,
the eyes,
guy
the
from
way
Hop?
that it was the eyes. What the fuck have they done to his eyes?
No,
That was
it
just
wasn't
like-
even Sonic. I was
Yeah.
thinking, why the fuck did I love Sonic, but why did you get the Easter Bunny guy from Hop to be his sidekick? That's all that. That was so many better. Get the Rock, at least someone.
Get the Rock
But
just
yeah,
as
that
Bambi.
was like, that was just so. What the fuck? So yeah, but yeah, and I really liked the second one. I really liked it. I
Am I
so
the
I
only
went-
one that thought Jim Carrey carried the first one a little bit too
A little
well?
bit. A little
Well,
bit.
we were all getting
He
used
stole
to
the
Sonic
show,
until we
see?
realised we loved Sonic. Jim Carrey was carrying that film up until we were like, do you know what? Sonic, you got him down to a T. Okay. He's a
Sonic
kid,
had me when he
loves
was reading
fun.
Flash comics in his lair.
yeah, it was actually quite funny to see that he was reading in comics there.
It's.
And I really love the turtle scene where he goes with the turtle.
Stop me now. I'm having such a good time.
It's hang on, it's good.
Also, for me, it's also one
It's just the
thing
way
there.
the turtle's shaking at the end, like, where the fuck have I been? What just happened?
But yeah, there's also this one thing that really made me. I'm like, I'm not sure if many of you have watched the new DuckTales.
I
I didn't
haven't.
even know that there was a new DuckTales. I haven't watched DuckTales since I was like,
Yeah, I've been
watching
hesitant
it
to
and
start
like,
watching it. Disney
it's-
Plus has a couple of seasons of it.
Yeah, it's I must say, I was actually quite surprised when I watched it.
How's
As,
How's David Tennant doing Scrooge McDuck? Just tell me now.
Perfect.
oh, I did read
Perfect.
about this.
Okay,
yeah.
so
He's so
I can
perfect.
watch it and not be like, okay, now so Tennant hit it. He didn't fuck it up. He used his own Scottish accent.
No,
Yeah, he actually does the
Aye.
accent.
Oh, thank
he
Jesus
actually
Christ.
does. He actually is.
I'll watch it.
He's done. I've not watched it myself, but I did see a clip of it. And
See, I would
yeah,
love to hear
he has
Smoke
done.
doing Scrooge McDuck.
But yeah, as
No,
I
you
also was-
maybe
I did not stop yet. And also, one thing that actually bothers me in the first thing is that in the Sonic's voice actor is same as one of the triplets.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. He does one of the. Which one does he do? Huey, Dewey, or Louie?
Uh,
Huey?
uh,
I think it's
Green?
Huey.
Okay, now I'm gonna
Yeah, but
watch it. Now
I
I'm
don't
gonna
get why
watch
they
it
did that.
because
I
I
remember
like.
when the
I
triplets were
don't
played
remember
by the
who was
same
who,
person.
but I remember he had the same voice as the green cap, so to say. If we're talking about
That's
old
Huey.
clothes,
That's
yeah,
Huey.
yeah, Huey.
Huey,
And
Green, Dewey, Blue, Louie,
Louis
Red.
and Louis were or
Louis
was
Green.
and I must say also
I
the
was
first thing
Louis.
I need to
Aye,
do is
Louis.
a little bit warn about because triplets are a little bit different than you actually expect.
So are we talking about DuckTales as we remember them, or is this like
This
they've
is
grown
the
up a little bit, or we just literally they're still three little kid triplets and Scrooge McDuck is still an old fart?
and we have Donald Duck.
And what about Launchpad? Is he in it?
No one cares
Yep.
about Donald.
Launchpad's in
Launchpad
it.
is yeah, he's in it.
Is he still great at flying, but not so hot at landing?
Yep.
That's who
And then
taught
we
me how
have
to fly.
Then we have one episode. I don't. Was it season 3 or 2? We have a little bit Darkwing Duck.
Ooh.
Oh my
Okay.
God, I remember.
You've convinced me. I'm in. I'm.
And then
Well,
we have
you've missed a duck.
Daisy.
What about Count Duckula?
Oh,
no idea.
Does he get a special mention? Because he's actually related to Darkwing Duck.
No, we don't have.
Count Duckula was one of my
Right.
favorites.
but to
But
answer
yeah,
your
it's
question,
But yeah, you
I
understand
loved
when
Count
you watch
Duckula.
when you watch the series, you understand
Ketchup
what I
instead of
was
blood.
trying to mean. And then we have the housekeeper.
Duckula.
I don't remember the name. And then we have the Duck Girl as well. They are totally different what you actually remember the old show. There's total difference.
I love how we brought Raven in to keep us all in check, and he was the one that just went on the tangent.
Somewhat
And then we
related.
have
right, but to
That's
answer
and
your
saying-
later
question,
on
Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just
Vincent the
saying.
Messenger, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just
to
doing
answer
what
your
you guys
question.
do. I'm just doing what you
he's
guys
just
do. So I
following
don't
the
Nah,
crowd at this
complain.
Chronic's
point.
rubbing off on him. Chronic is rubbing off
Yes.
on him. I blame him.
Fuck yeah.
But then
yeah,
also we are actually going the first time. I don't if I remember season 3 or season 4. Meet the Donald Duck,
Ooh.
mother of the triplets,
Ooh.
and that's all I'm gonna say.
Nice.
to answer,
All
to
right.
answer you-
Do you, Joe?
I'm gonna
you
watch the
clown.
show. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. So, I mean, now
Got up to new Chronic, right? To
I'm
you
afraid
answer
most
your
people-
question about the Scrooge, you might get a treat on the Christmas podcast, right? I need to go and read these lines up so that way, and then try and get the fucking the voice to a T.
Mate, your
But-
Scottish is shit, let alone your English. Like we're not.
Oh,
even
shut up, dickhead. But back to the
So what
Kraven,
the fuss is all about.
back to the Kraven shit. That way, I don't actually think it's going to do as bad as what
what I
people are
think.
saying.
I
what
don't think it's
people are
gonna do
saying.
as bad as Madam Web, because Kraven is actually a beloved character, and he does have his own solo comic series that this is supposed to somewhat follow along. But I think that the bad press from the
Number one, Craven is a dark character.
oh yes,
And with the way that Disney has been going, there's a reason all their Marvel films are now flopping. Because they want this happy-go-lucky, woke society within their films. And I'm sorry,
That's
but
not gonna work.
Marvel isn't all fucking rainbows, butterflies, and unicorn
Nope.
shit.
well,
Okay.
don't
And
as
the
long
thing-
well, there could be a unicorn, but I wouldn't put it anywhere near Deadpool.
Another thing, right? The thing is, as well, right? The
Or me.
pulp fucking the pulp. What was it? Into the was it not into the universe or something? Like it was a heavy hype Spider-Man movie.
Spider-Man.
the
Oh,
Spider-Verse movie to replace it with Madam Web, which heavily fucking flopped.
Oh,
So
Yeah, same as She-Hulk.
She-Hulk was a
God.
fucking disaster, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
She-Hulk.
but do you know how much they spent as much money on that series as what it would have to give us a fucking whole new film? Did you know that?
Mm.
Yep.
Aye.
So you knew it was going to be a flop, and yet you went, "Fuck it, let's keep spending. Let's see how
But
much we can spend."
I don't think the other thing. I think they could have made the She-Hulk. They could have made She-Hulk better.
Oh my
but
God, could they
it's the
ever?
fact that they just.
I'm an
it's the
actual
fact that they
fan
just,
of She-Hulk from the comics. They touched.
Aye.
Look, they did her. They did her a little dirty.
Team Smash. Yeah, I would take She-Hulk in that.
But
Her
then
standing alone
aye.
without A-Bomb, Hulk, Red Hulk,
Again,
it's a no-go.
again, that's another thing. That way we were meant to get a team, a team smash, but they replaced it with She-Hulk.
Now, I loved the animated Team Smash back in the day, but everything that Marvel, or should I, Disney, are releasing within that Marvel banner is flopping.
It's pish
Mhm.
because they don't. They're not actually connecting with the Marvel universe. They're
the
dead.
moment.
And this is what Ryan Reynolds is trying to tell them. You are literally scrapping everything that fans love us for, and you are turning it into something that the populate. You're trying to get the people that don't like your films to now like it at the sacrifice of your billions of fans now going, well, you fuck that now. What's the point?
What we're waiting on to come out now? Fucking. That's going to be shite. That's going to be shite. That's going to be shite. That might be all right,
Since-
but this
so
is going to
since-
be shite.
So, quick question. Since Endgame, what have you actually said? Do you know what? That's good. Because I can only maybe name two, maybe three.
I can name two, and one of them's the series.
So Loki is one.
Loki, that's the only one that I can actually say.
Deadpool, Wolverine.
Loki, no, right? Aye, but
That's it.
Aye,
That's the only fucking
I'm
two.
not just talking about series. I'm talking about the banner Marvel itself. Since
Now,
Endgame, what
Agatha.
they've released, series or movie, what would you say, in your fan opinion? Regardless, we all have our little takes where we go, you got that wrong. You got that wrong. Oh, that didn't happen, but that worked. Okay, we can deal with that.
Okay. There's
What's
three for
come
me.
out since
There's only
Endgame?
three. There's only three, and in order of
Loki.
how I enjoyed it, I'm going to say tied. Actually, there's only going to be two spots taken up. So
Just say the fucking title.
tied for first place is Loki and Deadpool and Wolverine. And
We'll
then
get there, chap.
nah. So I also enjoyed Agatha all along because it introduced Wiccan and it introduced his powers and it introduced the
See,
problem.
my third one was going to be Into the Spider-Verse with Miles Morales.
I didn't
that
really
was gonna be
count that
my
as
third.
full Marvel. That's more
No, it is
Sonyverse.
Marvel.
that is
But
Marvel.
it's Marvel production.
yeah, but I am actually. It just actually came to Netflix, so I'm actually finally getting to watch it finally.
Actually, there is
You
one
are gonna
more
love it,
that was
Raven.
okay, but well, there is two more that I enjoyed. One's a special, and one is a limited series they only
Oh,
did for
you're
one
talking the
season.
Guardians of the Galaxy special. I know.
The
I know
Christmas
you
special,
do well.
the Guardians of the Galaxy
Yeah.
Christmas special, that has now entered my must watch of Christmas specials every year since it came out. And Hawkeye, the Hawkeye series.
See, okay, so Hawkeye, I would say was okay.
It was
But I'm
okay.
not saying that you guys went above and beyond.
No, they
like
didn't.
you
They
spent
did
less
good
money
a
on
job.
Hawkeye than you did She-Hulk,
And
yet
Hawkeye was
Hawkeye
better.
was actually average.
Hawkeye was a good show. It only needed
Raven,
one season
Yeah,
to tell the
Oh.
story that it told. It told that story neatly. It wrapped it all up around Christmas time.
But it wasn't what we needed the handover. That's what the series was meant to be for, which is why I'm saying it wasn't as hype as it should have been.
Yep.
I'll let you hang it because I still need to think because to be honest, I can't really think of many at the moment for myself. But so I'll let you
Well,
Okay,
other than what
hang
I've
on,
already
what you would
mentioned,
say?
that's really all I got, except for the special Werewolf by Night. That was a one-shot Halloween special, and that was okay as it introduced Man Thing to the MCU. And
See, I didn't like that. I didn't like that midnight one. I thought that wasn't that great. Um, don't get me wrong. I liked the way he transformed, but I
What,
just
Moon
didn't
Knight?
like the series. Yeah, Midnight Night.
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight, Midnight,
Yeah,
whatever.
Moon Knight.
Um,
It was all right. It wasn't
I liked the way that he transformed with the way that the strips came across his
personalities.
face.
I liked
And the
how he
But,
dark
transformed with the different
personalities,
personalities,
aye.
but like
but
in the
apart from
comics,
that, I was just like, yeah, that it's not for me.
the story
Raven?
was meh.
What's yours?
I mean, I'd like for him
Oh,
to redo to re kind of
I'm
introduce the Agents of Shield series for like
the Agents of Shield was amazing, but I feel like they did go over their limit and they ran out of ideas.
yep, they should have
If they
integrated better. I think like it was supposed to
if
with the
they had
MCU.
integrated with the films like they did in the first three series,
Yep.
they picked up all the messes after all of the major
Yep.
films, so it was always on a timeline. After that, they started bringing in heroes like we got to see Ghost Rider.
Now
In
they did
Agents of
Ghost Rider
Shield, you were
decent.
like, what? Where the fuck did this shit happen? And you were like, well, just roll with it. It's Agents of Shield.
Pretty
And
much.
yeah, it just went for a little bit too long, but for what it stood for, I will say it was a good series.
So, Raven, if you're there,
Yep.
yourself,
I'm
what's
just gonna
yours?
ask him.
Marvel, what's your hanging for the
Since Endgame, what you would say has been a good release for Marvel?
Sadly, I think your guys are not gonna maybe like this. What I'm gonna say, but I think
Down to your
Spider-Man.
opinion.
It's your
It's your opinion.
I think Spider-Mans have been quite.
No, I was just about to say that, Raven, and then I remembered, like I got corrected with Spider-Verse. Though Spider-Verse does come under the Marvel banner, Spider-Man doesn't come under Marvel. It is purely Sony, and they
Yeah.
love showing that in Marvel's face.
Yep. The only time, unfortunately, I will count Spider-Man as in the MCU is when he appears in the Avengers ones and whatnot, and maybe the original Homecoming where it featured Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man.
Okay. Uh,
Like
I must then I must say then I must use the another
Although-
one that I would think that
I'll give you Far From
it
Home
was
because it's
the-
got Doctor Strange.
yeah,
Oh.
Doctor Strange is good, but I think the
No Way Home. Sorry.
with Hawk and no Winter Soldier and how was it? What was it again?
Oh,
The Winter Soldier,
Captain
Falcon
America,
and the Winter
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, Falcon and Winter Soldier. Yeah, that one.
That
I like the series, but it had its own issues.
Yes,
But it
I
was
love
still
the interaction between Sam and Bucky though.
Good. Yeah, it was good.
It's not the
But
same.
it had its own limitations, but it was good.
Well, see,
I miss-
because it
I
was
miss
changed
Steve
a lot
Rogers.
because of the global pandemic. It was supposed to be something
Oh,
yeah.
other than
No, it is purely down to Steve Rogers. We all know that we cannot have a Cap without it being Steve.
But you can. It has in the
No,
comics. Bucky
well,
and
here he goes again, because I guarantee you, I know him that well. He's going to go, yeah, well, we all know that Sam takes over Steve, don't we?
he does, but then Bucky takes back over, and then
Da, da, da,
Steve
da, da.
eventually
Yeah,
takes
well,
back
guess
over
what?
again.
Feel free to go back and have a look in the timeline when that happens, because it isn't fucking now. Thank you.
But that's
Puny
MCU
God.
movie
Right,
verse
you knocked me
thing.
off the stool last week. We ain't doing it again 2 weeks running.
Yeah, all right. That hurt you last week. I don't really want to do that again.
Yeah. My hip was
Yeah,
belting.
I'm sorry.
throbbing.
Sorry.
Yeah, it should be.
what else, Raven?
What else?
What did we all think about Morbius?
I thought it was trash.
No watched it yet.
Did not watch.
Well, we're gonna save you a fucking good 2 hours.
That,
then.
because they're back in 2 seconds.
I honestly wish that I had not watched it, and
Did
that
anyone else get Batman vibes from it? You remember the Dark Knight, the original Dark Knight scene with all of Bruce as a young kid with the bats and this and that, and you were like, you just seriously took that straight from Batman, innit? Cool. No worries. It's cool.
But yeah,
So-
10. Well, Loki. You said Loki, so I. But yeah, Loki is
Loki
season
was
1 and
badass.
season 2 were quite.
badass.
I liked it.
whatever,
Like
I
him.
loved them.
I could not wait to watch Loki the second season because I was quite lucky. I didn't watch the first season when it came out, but I watched it once the second season had been aired, and I was like, now I get to watch both seasons in one go.
Oh no, Raven will tell you. I watched it episode by episode.
Pretty much.
They were brilliant. They were
Did
so
quite the
good.
same, but fell off a little bit bandwagon at one point. So, but still watched it, and I must say I loved it.
It was amazing. Now,
Yep.
now that I do have to ask, and we did mention a couple of holiday stuff, so I gotta ask you guys. When we are starting the December season, you guys do know how much I love Christmas.
Oh
What is
my
one?
God.
No, we don't. We haven't got a clue. We don't even have an inkling. It's not like you ever fucking mention a single thing about Christmas ever.
And you know, feel free to answer this question again that when I ask it between now and the Christmas special. But what is one of your multiple favorite? Doesn't even just have to be the Christmas, but that the season of December, the season of Christmas coming, that Christmas. What is your favorite memory of that, or one of your
Wait.
top memories?
Hold on a minute, because I've not answered the previous shit yet.
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
Oh.
because your opinion was obsolete. You hadn't watched it, and we moved very quickly off of Morbius. Don't worry.
Yeah,
We
no,
just
no,
literally went. It was a rip-off of Batman.
you don't need
and
to
we
see
left
it.
it at
We're
that.
gonna save you 2
Uh,
hours.
Right, but as I was going to say, right. So I agree with you with Loki, but other than that, the only other thing I can think of is the Black Panther. But then again, I've not watched anything since Endgame because I kind of felt Endgame was shit as well.
Whoa. Nah, you should leave again. Just leave again.
No,
Wherever you've just been, go back there, smack your head off of whatever door you just did, and then come back to us. There is no way you literally just said Endgame was shit.
He did.
I
Nah.
felt they could have done. They could have done a bit.
Endgame was what Civil War should have given us.
I agree. Yes, I agree with that. But again,
Well, then if you're saying that, then Civil War would have been shit then, wouldn't it, in your words?
Civil
Yeah.
War.
Yeah.
Kind of was.
Civil War was shit, yeah, but you just said
Gave you a
Endgame was
couple-
shit, and I told you Endgame is what Civil War should have brought us, and you went, I agree.
Although,
which then
if
we've
we
already
didn't
said
have
both of
Civil
them
War,
shit.
we probably wouldn't have the best part of Civil War, which was the interaction between Sam, Bucky, and Spider-Man.
Nah.
That was amazing. The three, like,
Nah.
just
Bucky and Steve against Tony.
yeah, that was
And
pretty
Tony
good.
is still fucking making them both look like they're old men. Yeah, they are old men.
They are old men.
But he still held his own against them with his fucking mask smashed, everything. They had
Yes.
demolished half of his suit.
And you kind of missed out the fact that you were of Moana 2 as well. We were meant to speak about that.
Oh, knowing it to be the youngest one here that wants to bring up Moana, you little
course
fucking
not.
princess.
You bring it up. You fucking bring it up before
I
the
didn't bring-
stream. And it's
Dude.
in the fucking,
Nah,
and it's
no,
actually,
no,
it's
no,
actually
no,
in the, and it's in the script as well. So I'm just sticking to script.
It's not so much
Go
of
on,
a script
go find
as
it. Go find it in the script.
as
I
a
fucking dare you. I dare you to take a screenshot of it now. Any one of you, go find it, take a screenshot, and tell me Moana 2 is in that script. Go on, lie
I can do
again.
better than a screenshot.
Well, who said why did we end up speaking about Moana at some point anyway?
You just brought it up. All I said was Smoke's head so shiny. So shiny.
You said about fucking Moana 2 before they even started. That's why you bring that. That's why
I
you
think
bring
he's
it up.
confused.
Lying
I
again.
think he's up in the Highlands, fucking
That's
too
what I'm
high up
saying.
with the air is thin at it. I do not
No,
know if
see-
he can handle it.
He disappears, comes back, says Endgame is shit, and then tells me that I've said something
I think
or
he must have
written
been
something
talking
that I
about
haven't done.
Highlander Endgame.
I'm getting the thought of Moana in my head because of fucking you, dickhead, for some reason.
I think he just
And-
wants to see The Rock bulked out and actually with hair.
No.
What can I say except you're welcome?
Oh man. No. But
Oh, Smoke's got little Moana on his brain. I love Hey Hey.
Wait, honestly, I'd fuck it. Don't you put Moana in my head for some reason before I start the stream. You did meant you brought up Moana 2 at some
Well-
point. Wait, just about to be released along with fucking Hingy, because me and Chronic were saying about how Mufasa was going to kind of flop
I think
because
there's
of Sonic.
I think there's a
No,
ghost.
it was
behind
actually
you.
you, because it was you that went with the amount of films that Disney are releasing this month with Mufasa, Moana, and another one that was it Wicked? Are they the ones that have produced that one?
It was you that says
Oh,
that,
Wicked,
because
fuck
I didn't
Wicked.
know.
I
I
didn't say
didn't know
Moana.
about. Somebody said Moana for Disney that way, because I only knew about the fucking Mufasa and the.
No, the
Yeah,
only time I
Right.
mentioned Moana was yesterday when I spoke to you, when I said my daughter is saying that she's going to take her brother to go watch Moana 2. And I was sitting there trying to tell her, like, you think that good sibling time is you taking your brother to watch a film that he probably doesn't want to watch. And then she went, no, we'll go get food and then I might let him pick a film after. I was
Yeah.
like,
Hey,
that
Raven,
must
and they
be-
say
right,
we derail chat.
Right.
I think she's in chat, funny enough. She did send me a message already.
But alright, back to what you were talking about when I came back, what the memories.
Yeah, some
festival
memories of the season coming up. Just the start of the season's coming. Was there ever a
See, my
time?
memories always go at this time of year. My memory is always going to go to my nan.
See,
And that's
mine's
just
gonna
the
mine's gonna
fact
go
that she's not
to
here
my
anymore, and
mine's
she
gonna
made
go to my
Christmas
mother,
special.
because it was this time of year she started the Christmas baking and all that stuff with the cookies, and I'd always steal cookies and get my fingers burnt and a spatula racked across my fingers.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
always my nan telling my mum that she had forgot something on Christmas dinner every year without fail. And she wouldn't, and she would wait until my mum sat down and started dishing up before she'd tell her what she forgot, just to rub it in. It was hilarious.
Oh,
All of us kids are like, everything mum has done to us this year. And believe me, there were 6 of us siblings. We were just all looking at Nan going, Nan, she's pissed us off many times this year. Go on. What you got for her this year? And it'd be something simple. Where's
Get
the
her, Nan,
sweet
get her.
corn? Where's the sweet corn? How would you not remind me about sweet corn? We were like, just like a tennis game. Like, go on, fucking go on. Yeah, it was amazing. But that's it for me. It's family. But I
Yeah.
feel like we're all very traditional and old-fashioned. That's the era we were brought up in. Tradition.
Now I've ruined and
Yeah.
broken a few, but you do what you got to do sometimes when the nights you got to work are those holidays. But
But yeah, I must say, as for myself, I don't actually have that many
seasonal.
seasonal habits. I use that word because I don't remember full words. Words are difficult to deny. But yeah, I did not have that much of.
Considering that his country looks like a winter wonderland all fucking year round, he probably is sick and tired of Christmas.
Yeah, pretty much in its own way. That's true. But it's
Sinterklaas is not going to be nice to you, sir.
I know.
It's
People
just-
say Christmas to him, and Raven starts dreaming about Barbados.
Is it?
I'm going to
Yeah.
Barbados.
Yeah, it's just that it's because also that a few years has been really dark, so it actually just drains the
Yeah,
holiday season from
that's mostly
you as
what we
it's too
get here.
dark.
is rain,
And
and sometimes it's a
if it
green
were a
Christmas
little
even.
bit more of a, if it's more light and snow, much more snow, of course, then it will be much more of a. I would enjoy much more of a holiday season a little bit more, but at the moment it's not just. And as as family with my parents and so on, we don't have that much of a
Well,
holiday
nobody's,
mood anymore, that much
yeah,
anymore.
no, I know.
So
Look,
Is that because they're older now and you're not a kid anymore?
it's pretty much that, but they are still like. I try to get them. I'm thinking what Christmas holiday presents I get them, but and they're just like, no need.
Yeah,
No
don't
need.
listen to Chronic and get your nana dildo and chocolates. Believe
No,
me, it's
I'm not
work
going.
out well.
I'm not
it
going to do
works.
anything like
It's
that.
a great
It's just,
Christmas present. It works.
It's just.
Snow nearly tripped on the smoke. We're meant to swallow that, mate.
But yeah, it's what I
trying
would
to
actually try and get
fucking
my
5 minutes.
grandma or grandpa
I've
is
been trying to give you for
woolen socks.
the
That's
10 minutes
pretty
to
much
shut the fuck up.
things that we will actually I could get them because
Well, Raven,
it still gets quite
I'm inviting
cold
you
here.
to partake in a Christmas tradition that I'm hoping to start will be every year now, starting this year, in the Smokes and Jokes Christmas special. So I do hope that sometime on Christmas Eve, we can all sit down with each other and chill out.
I think for me it will be pretty much same time that we usually start about 8 and 9 o'clock in my
Beautiful.
time. That's when I usually go and we stop as we're.
Well, what
No.
I was thinking about for Christmas is instead of doing it on the Monday, we will all get together on the Tuesday, which will be Christmas Eve, and we'll have a drink together for the first time, and we'll have a nice little drink and a Christmas little merry stream.
Well, I might have a hot chocolate because I don't.
Instead of it actually being scripted like it's meant to be and we end up all chatting shit anyway, we will literally just do a whole chatting shit stream.
Free
Just
for
for the-
all. Maybe play some games and so on as well.
Some party games that we try and figure out a couple of.
Well, I
party
mean,
games
Fall
and
Guys would be
all.
fun.
Oh, and chat if you want to get involved, and that was going to be my next idea. As
Yep.
you're all well aware, we are a community. We do have our Discord for the community, and we would be happy to hear some of your other stories over the Christmas. We'll get you in. You can tell us a funny Christmas story. You can chill out and have a quick drink with us and see how that goes.
Or smoking some gummies.
Whichever one you feel more comfortable with.
For
actually,
me,
at the moment, trying to save some sake that I'm gonna buy from the holiday.
Well, you
Did
know
you
what?
just say sake?
He did
Yeah,
say
sake.
sake.
it just
Rice
says
wine.
sake, aye.
That is
Sake
a
and
very traditional drink for Christmas in
Mhm.
Japan.
That's-
That and KFC, believe it or not.
That's something I do want to try is sake.
Yeah, that's what I was just. Everyone that I've ever spoken to says that shit is like fucking acid.
For me, I've no childhood Christmas memories that way are probably I'd probably say are the better times that way, but it is like the ones that I do kind of. What?
They always are, though, aren't they?
But-
When we're kids, we're all enveloped by them.
It is like the ones that I'm able to, as for the ones that I'm able to remember, I can't really say I've got any kind of good ones because a lot of the time for Christmas I was spent in a kitchen slaving away, cooking for everybody else while everybody else was celebrating it. I wasn't getting to celebrate with people until 2-3 o'clock in the morning. By that point, everybody's
I had a lot
bed.
of Christmases like that where I
So-
spent Christmas Eve on the road or I spent Christmas Day on the road. And I went to, I dropped into a friend's house for Christmas dinner, or I dropped into the girlfriend's mom's to grab a plate to go, or I get
But-
that. That's one of
No,
the
I-
reasons
just
why.
remind
Get me
Spike
wrong.
that he's got a family now.
But
We need to remind him. You got us now.
no, but
Hey man, you helped me through a couple
Hey, 'cause
Christmases
you're
ago. and
depressing me, bro. You are
I
literally
appreciate it.
depressing
no,
me.
but as I'm saying, right, Don't get me wrong, the last couple of years that I've been out of the chefing industry and shit like that, they have been a lot better. Like seeing a smile on Theo's face every Christmas that way, knowing that like it's just a stupid wee thing that way, or maybe
It's not a
something
stupid
that
wee thing.
no, but right, but it's not that right. Like
Not anymore.
some like if I normally that way with you, I'll sit down and I'll go, all right, what do you want? I'll get you that, right? And she's that way, I'll sit and he'll open it with me and he'll sit and we'll get through things and that. But now he's getting older and that way, as I said, struggling to find things and that way. So the day I pretty much sat and had to play him a 1v1 on red versus blue and on Fortnite while you were all doing your own thing. Do you know how much fucking torture that was? But again, it was fun. But as I say, this year I'm hoping again it'll be different because I'm not working again, and as you just says there, I've got used this year, so
Well, I
I'm
am
not
working
going
Christmas
to
Day, but it's just a quick
wait.
8 hours in the dispatch office, and I'll be.
Well, just take it from someone that learnt the same way as you, Smoke. Chronic only met us just before Christmas when he was literally on his
I was having a rough
last
go.
dime, last leg, last whatever you want to call it. And since then, he's not had one single bad Christmas.
That's true. Even that Christmas was great.
Yep.
Like I
You
had to
say,
work, but
it's
I
cool.
mean,
my last couple of Christmases haven't been that bad. It's as I say, most.
Okay. Let's
Well, it's all right, but
it's
right,
interesting. So
if
let's go for the best Christmas present you've opened as a kid.
the best one I opened as a kid was oh man, I would have to say, I was really little, but I still remember it. Like, I got a Sega Master System for Christmas and like 7 games for it, and I just every other gift I opened was a new game, and I was just
It's because back then they were £8 a pop.
yeah.
no, the games that were £8 a pop are going for like something like fucking 50, 60 odd quid. Some even at fucking 300 odd quid.
Like I still
Yeah, we're
got
not all
all those
buying
old games
collector
too.
editions like Raven down there. All right.
No,
Not all of us
right.
have got 300
No,
to go buy
no.
the collector's edition.
No, that's not even. But that's the thing. That's not even for a collector's edition. That's just for a sealed in box fucking Sega Sonic game like that. Like, for the Mega Drive that way, like cost £300. Just for an open like cartridge of Sonic costs about fucking 50, 60 quid.
Yeah, well, can you imagine having perfectly
These
all
days,
my original Sega Master System games all have the original cases with the original sleeves with the original instructions, and all the games are in mint condition.
right? Even at that, do you know how much? Even though they are not sealed, like it's still in the wrapper, but because you still have all of that, do you know how much that costs as well?
Well, I'm just gonna Google one. Uh, let's see.
Some might go for about 75 to 100 odd pounds. Some might be cheaper, but like your rarer games, yes, you will find will go for like for the full thing.
So I've got the original Altered Beasts. Uh, so what? So what? You're shitting me? I could sell my original one of my original Sega Master Systems for $600.
Yes.
I've still got.
Holy shit!
I've got an original SNES. I've got
No
an
way.
original Sega Mega Drive. I've got an original N64, PlayStation 1, and PS2.
Are you kidding me? I have this game.
It's the exact same thing with the likes of Pokemon cards as
I
well.
have Fantasy Star. That thing's worth $1,500.
Mhm.
Whoa.
Yeah, with the box in perfect condition.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, I have them all in
that's
perfect condition.
Yes, but you need to get them graded. That's the thing. If you get them
Graded.
graded and they're better, you can actually get more for them.
Holy
That's what I'm saying. Like copies of like the original Pokemon games, sealed, fucking graded PSA 10 is going for fucking thousands.
Right. So a Pokemon Yellow original, there were 2 different boxes released. One had Charmander on the front, on the back battling, and the other one had a Pikachu battling a Caterpie. Now, one
One wa-
guy found
one was
a
the
Pikachu Yellow and he graded it. It came back at a 9.5. Do you know how much he sells it for minimum?
Yeah.
$750,000.
wow.
Holy
because
hell.
is see with what you just said there, clown. The two different covers was the one with
No, it weren't 2 different colours. So Pokemon
No,
Yellow
no.
came with either Charmander was battling Caterpie on the back, or it was actually a Pikachu.
Yes, but that's what I'm
Pikachu,
saying.
there was, I believe, only 2 ever made with Pikachu on the
Yeah,
back.
no, but
And
was another.
Game Boy has one.
But I'm
No
sure
way.
with
My
that,
Super Tennis is worth like $140.
I'm sure with that was the Pikachu one's not fucking Japan releases only.
No. Pikachu,
No way.
it was
No
the,
fucking way.
Charmander was the EU release.
Yeah. the EU release.
But Pikachu was the Japanese release in that way because of
Pokemon Yellow was the EU. Pokemon Pikachu was the Japan one. Yeah.
Aye.
Pikachu Yellow is what they called it, whereas
Are
we
you
call it Pokemon.
shitting me?
What?
So
He's just looking into dream world of how
No,
much
no.
money he's dreaming of making.
I have the Ghostbusters Mega Cartridge game, right?
See what I mean? I already called it.
Right now, if I send that out to get graded, it's worth $1,000.
Aye, but you need to get it needs to be a decent high grade, and each grading makes it hangy. So that way, if you get it, say, if you send it out and it comes back, say about a PSA 7.5, you might find that you only get a couple of £100 for it.
Well, actually,
You
I'm
need a
looking at
9
one that's
you need a
on
9 and
right now
above.
in a price charting for that's a
Right.
7.
You need a
And
9 and above, or in mint condition and above.
well, all my Sega Master System games are in mint condition, all of them.
Yeah,
And-
but that doesn't mean that the printing
You-
on the thing is okay. That doesn't mean that fading hasn't happened.
Oh,
These
no,
are
it
all
hasn't.
things that are taken into account.
They're all
But
sealed in
as I'm
plastic.
saying,
They're okay. So when I put them all away before I moved out, I put the Sega Master System back in an original box with all the styrofoam and plastic. And one of mine is one of the rare ones that doesn't have the maze game. It's got Excite Bike and fucking the hunting game instead. They only
Duck
made
Hunt.
Duck. Yeah, they no, not Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt was Nintendo.
but
Look
the,
them
hang-
up.
but the thing is as well, right? With the way the grading works is that way they'll look for misprints because that way a misprint it could make it even rarer
Yep.
as well, right? But again, you might say that your things are mint condition, but to these graders, they go through everything. They look under tiny microscopes to look to see.
I know
every
for a fact,
corner.
even the little hooks that hold in the game in the plastic case were never broke open because I got one was years for what was it? I think it was Quartet, and Dad yelled at me. But man, I might see about getting my old Sega Master System and all the games graded now. I think it'd actually probably be worth the money to get them graded.
Considering that they're bringing out versions of them again, it's one of them. I'd hold on to them for another couple of years again. But
Get 'em
I would get
graded
them
and then
graded
hold
now.
on to 'em.
No, so
Get
the
some-
idea is to grade them, and if you don't like what you see, then break open the case and regrade it.
But that the thing is as well though, you need to think though you're paying £50 to get the shit graded,
Mhm.
depending.
No, man, it's only $20. It's get 20
I was
bucks plus
just about to
shipping.
say
Get
it's
sense.
£25 to get my Pokemon cards graded.
Yeah, for shit here,
And
I
that's
just got to send it up to
that's shipping
Toronto.
and everything. They send a guy to me after I send £25. They send the guy to me, takes what I'm sending, and he fucks off. And then all of a sudden, he turns back up at the door, opens up this box. It shines out a bright gold light, and he goes, "Oh!" I take out my Pokemon card.
I need to send I need to get a few things graded.
No, but I told you, when you come down to me, bring him with you, and we will do it together. We have sets that we could make complete sets. Do you understand what we'd be looking at?
Mm.
Like, I've got a Gyarados in there that's worth fucking £450. That's just now. And they haven't even stopped making it yet. So if it's worth £450 because it's a grade 9 in mint condition, yeah.
Mm.
What makes it special is it's the Rage Gyarados, just so viewers understand what I'm going on about. It's not just a normal shitty Gyarados, no, it's the illustration Rage Gyarados art.
Nice. Well, generally, gentlemen, I actually think that's a perfect place for us to leave off the stream.
Wow.
You know, get things because I'm starting to get hungry and I want to get some food. And I know it's getting late for Raven because he's way ahead of us. So I'm going to say good night, goodbye, and Merry Christmas to everybody.
Happy
I
holidays.
knew it. I knew it. Don't fucking encourage him.
I don't use the C word. I use the H word more of.
Well,
Merry
anyway,
Christmas.
chat. Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm going to punch him in a minute. It's goodbye from the clown. I will catch you all in the next one.
Till next time. Maybe next time we can. I know. I think we could use talk about New Year things or New Year habits. What we like to do on the New Year, closer to New Year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can talk a little bit about, different things leading up to the actual Christmas and New Year's events themselves and little tidbits here and there,
Yeah, I might be more open to talk about Christmas in a week or two.
Yes. But again, good night from me. I'm Smoke.
Good night.
Good night, guys. So happy that you
Good
came
night.
by. Peace.
Till next time.
Hey.
Bye-bye.